Hey guys, this is the full-time drama queen, and this is another installment of Drama Talks because I'm the drama queen and drama gotta talk. Like, I got some things I gotta update y'all on or whatever, and like, boom. So let's start off with this. So about a couple years ago, I started with talking about, you know, what I'm dealing with acting and why it's my passion and why I'm so enthusiastic about all of that stuff. I'm in my work van, and one thing y'all don't know is I started acting years ago, okay? And I was fortunate enough to have parents that wholeheartedly support my dreams. If I wanted to be a puppeteer or work in the fucking circus, my parents would be like, all right, well, I guess we suiting and booting. My daughter's about to be a clown. My parents support me 1010%. To the point that it's like, y'all really support me, because it wasn't always acting. And my career path wasn't always looking too clear. So let's take it back. So I graduate high school. I just decide, like, you know, the college thing is going to work out for me. I'm gonna just do the traditional route, go to college. So I end up going to, actually I had to go to Bloomfield College first, which is like not really my top pick. I was looking at Drew University, Montclair State, but I didn't get accepted in the program that I wanted to get accepted, which would have been the BFA in acting. So, and besides that, my grades in high school, like, I think I had a 2.6. So I knew that I had to do some things to get my grades up so that I would be able to transfer eventually to another school. So I decide to just go get the remedial courses out the way, because I was a little slow. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to get the remedial courses out the way. Then I get like a 3.2. I was really in there, going hard, studying, getting things done. Didn't think I could even do it, but I did. So I end up with a 3.2. Then I transferred to Montclair State University. And after that, I only stayed for a semester because of some mental health challenges, which we'll get into in another video. So meanwhile, I'm working just odd jobs. Like, I literally worked at Panera. I've worked at this place called Planet Wings, a wing spot. I've worked at all different types of retail store within a 10-mile radius of my house. And it came to a point where it was like, you know, I want more from my life, and jumping from job to job, because of my mental health, I was jumping from job to job. And I finally wanted a steady income, something that was flexible, and I wanted something that I could create my own hours and work on something that wasn't, well, something that I could physically, mentally do. So I remember like it was yesterday. One day, me and my dad, we had a sit down at this diner that we go to. And we sat there and we talked about, what can I do? My dad said, start your own business. My dad is an entrepreneur by hustle. Like, he just, anything he puts his mind to, he can do. So we decided, you know, you're my daughter. You know, you've been doing this acting thing for a while. It's not working out with the jobs that you have. And mind you, I've had every type of retail position. You know, I've worked from the bottom. Then I've gradually worked my way up to being assistant manager, all of those things. So I was getting paid. I think the most I ever got paid at a job was like $13 an hour. And that ain't shit, because guess what? That money was gone. Like, after the week was over, or like the month, like, it was done. And you're getting paid like every 2 weeks. So it's like I don't know, I just wasn't retaining money. I wasn't keeping money. I wasn't budgeting. My life was just a mess, you know. And then, so we decide on starting a business. I get my LLC. I find an employee that ended up working for my dad in the past, so it was so easy to transition. And in the business that I started was a cleaning and concierge service. So we call it day-to-day personal service. And it's literally your day-to-day operations, the day-to-day things people need. And it's personal because it's like concierge personal service. So we help you also with personal things. If you're in need, we'll help you to succeed. And so we did that. We came up with that idea. I put together my small team, which was the one guy that I work with now. And I just started picking up clients. I've done masonry projects. I've done paving driveways. I've put up shutters. I've put in, heating systems in your home. I've done so much. I've cleaned commercial, residential businesses. I've walked dogs. I've done personal shopping. I've done messenger, helping people out with, getting their mail to the mail to the post office. I babysat. Like, you name it, I've done it. So it wasn't easy getting started, but it was fun. Like, I worked hard. I've put in time. I've sweat to death. I've cried. I wanted to give up, but I said, you know what? This is not like the retail jobs I've had. I can literally do whatever I want. Like, recently on my birthday, I went to Jamaica and my jobs were taken care of because I had, the luxury of having Uber and being able to write that off, and the luxury of having other people connected to the person I work for that is able to help me get things done. And I'm getting paid, way more than I would in retail. Some of my friends get paid as much as I do, and they have, like, I don't want to say real careers, but they have, real jobs, like jobs that are, different than me. And I thought doing a cleaning business would make me feel like I was less than, but I feel empowered because it's my own business, and the pay rate, or the goal of getting paid, it starts like this and it just grows, and like you can do government contracts, you can do state contracts. So this afforded me to be able to have a flourishing acting career, being able to go when I wanted to go. And before this, I would look online, what jobs could I do in order to still have an acting career? And I saw so many things, but there wasn't things that I feel like I could make money quickly. Like, you can clean a house and get paid anywhere from $100 all the way up to like $500 if it's a move in, move out. And I was just so blessed that I was able to find something that fit with me. And although it's hard and it's labor, I hopefully can one day afford to step back and, hire a full team. So that's the goal. So boom, I have my own business. I am working, doing different acting gigs, nothing that's really paying too much. So, that was the catalyst to being able to really jumpstart my acting career. So I decided, hey, I need to get new headshots. So I go to Jeremy Fulmer Photography and get some dope headshots. And, it was expensive. So I got up the money and I said, I'm going to get these headshots done so I could be taken more seriously. And I did that. And then after that, it was kind of like, all right, let's get started. So I had my backstage account. I had my Actors Access account. I was constantly taking acting classes to fine tune auditions, self-tapes, scene work, character work, all types of things. And what really kind of started off, I think last year, was I was taking classes with a coach, and I was really engulfed in classes. I took many group classes as well as privates, until I decided I no longer wanted to take the coach's classes because I felt like I was wanting to take something a little bit more advanced. And then, so within that teacher's class, there was a student of hers that was having a monologue showcase with her books that were inspired by the coach, saying like, hey, you know, I think you have a great way of telling a story, so why don't you create these books and eventually start doing these showcases. So she saw me in a class. I did a monologue, kind of like a cold read. I was so in tune with the piece that I ended up crying, running out the room. My coach came right after me and said, hey, are you okay? I came back, and then I was like, you know, I'm good. It was just, it really touched me. And she said, you know, I want you, you know, I said to her, whatever you're doing, I want to be a part of it. So she chose me. We ended up doing a monologue showcase. It was really dope because we had a scene with a partner, and we also had our own monologues, and it was just a lot going on that day. Like the adrenaline rush, performing again on stage, and just being so excited to finally be doing this again. Like, because the last time I was on stage was probably 2012 when I was with a tour. But it's nothing like the stage, I swear to you. It's really nothing like the stage. But all along, I had been working on trying to do TV and film. So it was just kind of like just a blast of excitement. So after that or whatever, you know, she decided to take bits and pieces of what she already had and create a longer story. So that was dope because it turned into bits and pieces of the story, but with these more developed characters, and those developed characters had their own storylines, but everybody was connected. So we ended up having our first show, which sold out, which I was so excited about. And then the next portion was to be a movie into introducing the TV show. And mind you, me and the director, writer, etc. were very close. And I realized that, you know, this is a unique situation because I don't connect with everybody, but I was always saying I was very connected with the people I was working with, and I was very connected with the other actors. But then as we transitioned into the movie, some people dropped out, a lot of drama, and it was just me and maybe 2 other people. So, you know, we recasted, and I had met this dope actor at a open mic, and I suggested that he, you know, come to auditions, and he was at the audition. And then we met some other actors that I kind of like formally knew, and it was just really cool. You know, it was really cool. But the one thing I can say about the acting business and the industry that I have so closely want to be a part of is that you want to keep things professional. As much as you want to make these friendships, connections, and things like that, you know, be about your business. If there was one thing that I would do differently is the people that I'm working with being more on a professional level and not dipping into like, yeah, we're going to be friends outside of here. I think I would rather just like to keep it cordial and just be there to work and go home. And in the future, if there's a director, producer, writer that I find interesting or has a dope story or I'm cool with, there are limitations for me as far as how far I'm going to go, because at the end of the day, this is about me and my craft and my career and my pushing forward, and I just don't want to, you know, deal with the repercussions of trying to create a friendship outside of a business relationship, mixing business with pleasure. That's not what I'm here to do. Now, if a genuine friendship happens outside of the project, that's cool, but it's really important to stay professional on set, stay professional outside of set when you're still working on a project, and not giving yourself away to people that you barely even know. Because there were times where I was very overly giving and overly thoughtful and overly this or that, and really that's not in my job description. You know, I need to be more, you know, just about my craft, because I think with the projects that I was working on with this particular artist, it was just a lot of time wasted and a lot of extra noise and nonsense, and it just distracted me from what I would really have to do. I did quit. I'm no longer with the production, and I'm very, very happy, because it made me realize that there are things that I can be doing outside of that project that I wasn't doing for myself. And if I would have stayed in that cycle, I probably would have never gotten started on the things that I want to get started on. So I'm appreciative for the experience, for what I've learned. And I realized that, you know, you really don't know people until you know people. And sometimes even if you think you know people, you don't know people. So, you know, getting close to people in the industry is cool, but I have my core people of friends. So I don't need to extend myself to make these new friendships. Yeah, we can keep a business cool, copacetic relationship, but there was a lot of hours and time that I put in that was just extracurricular that just didn't need to happen. And sometimes you got to be about your boundaries and about your business. So on a lighter note, I have come to realize that I'm a beast. I'm a great actress. I've come to realize that that I can do this, that I sometimes get in my head. I'm very emotional and in tune with my emotions. I'm very special. I have a gift. I'm very, very, very good at doing things that I notice that people maybe can't do in the industry. Like, I'm very well rounded, if I could say that. And I just gotta get to a good mental space, and that's it. I'm really going places. I want to do some things with real estate just so that I have a means to be bi-coastal at some point. But it's really about me right now. I'm tired of giving myself away to people and not doing my own shit. So that's what it's about. It's the year of the revenge. Get back to me. Revenge body, revenge career. Get my shit together. Like, don't be worrying about other people. Just worry about me. Because shit, I be giving myself to people and they don't even fucking deserve it. But that's that. And we already know I've been through a breakup, so. But honestly, if it wasn't for that project at that time, I would be probably lost. Not lost, but I would be like just more my feelings and probably more depressed. So thank God for that. I appreciate everybody I've come across. Yeah, we might not be cool or have or be friends again, but you know, I'm thankful for the experience. I'm thankful for what I've learned, and I'm thankful for the lessons it's taught me. And the acting game is not easy. Like, learning lines all the time. Breaking down scripts is easy. I think it's the learning lines and being committed to the lines, but also with the scene work. It's a lot, but we'll talk more about that at another time, and possibly how to discover how to learn lines the easiest way. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this Drama Talks. I'm coming to you with videos weekly, whether it be dramagrams, actressgrams, drama talks, how to drama styling, how to drama beats, because I want to give y'all the tips, baby girl, baby boy. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. I am back on Instagram at the FT Drama Queen, so you can see more videos, content there. But I really like YouTube. I'm gonna focus a little bit on YouTube and be about that for a little while. But other than that, stay tuned, keep on watching, and holla at me.